Hello my loves, and welcome back to Studio Slowly Luna. If you haven't been here before, my name is Ashlyn Tori. If you have been here before, welcome back. We are going to be doing a tapping to release fear today, and this has actually been a beautiful request from some of my amazing community members, saying that one of the biggest blocks that they have in their life when it comes to achieving a certain goal, or when it comes to maybe going after a desire, a career, a relationship, the biggest thing that comes up for them is fear. And fear can be paralyzing. But also, if we get to the root of where that fear is coming from and we release that fear, or we just acknowledge that it's there, it's serving a purpose in some ways, and how can we move through it, we can really achieve so much in our life, so much magic, so much beauty. And this doesn't just go for my community members as well. Like, I used to be so fearful of everything, fearful of stepping on stage and performing, fearful of having conversations with people that I didn't know, fearful of starting my own business, fearful of asking for a raise. Like, there are so many things that I have been fearful of in my life. But if we acknowledge the fear, understand that it does serve a purpose, like if we're being chased by a mountain lion, you know, the fear is great. It's that instinct that kicks in. Or if we're about to step in front of a bus and that fear pulls us back, right? Those things are there for a purpose. They're in our DNA and they keep us safe. However, our fear is completely unnecessary in so many different ways in our life. And really that fear results from us feeling maybe like we're scared of failure, or we are scared of what other people will think of us, other people's opinions. We are fearful of failing. That's a huge one. And those things can keep us back from things that we're actually meant to be doing and experiencing in the world. And so I hope this tapping can bring you some inspiration, some excitement, some motivation to actually move past the fear, release it, or step into it. Like, whatever feels better for you, like I'm gonna face this fear head on, or I'm just gonna release it completely. That's a really personal experience, but I want you to feel confident and capable to go after those things that scare you. Because once you start pushing your comfort zone, once you start really moving towards the fear instead of away from it, you can achieve so much magic and create so much potential in your life. And that goes for on the dance floor and off the dance floor. I used to be so fearful of taking a really hard dance class, or maybe auditioning for something that I didn't feel like I was good enough to do. And even if I didn't get the thing that I wanted, or even if I did kind of embarrass myself because I wasn't at the level that the people around me were, I learned so much from those experiences. And then there's the experiences that kind of prepared me for the things that I did do and the things that I did achieve. They were actually bigger than the one that I originally went for. So you just never know what moving towards that fear could get to you. And that's exactly what I want this tapping to do for you today, is give you that little boost that you need to just go for it. And maybe that's something that you've got coming up that you're kind of fearful of, or maybe that's something you've always wanted to do that you're fearful of. Hopefully this will allow you to just release all of that and actually step into your power. Okay, so if you're ready, go ahead and grab some water. Tapping releases a lot of stuck energy and replaces it with positive energy. So it's kind of like a massage. You want to make sure that you are fueling yourself with hydration. And also, if you've never tapped with me before, I just want to briefly go over how tapping works. So essentially what we're going to be doing is tapping on the various meridian points in the body. And as we tap on those points, you're going to repeat what I say. And these are going to be, at first, really negative beliefs. And then we replace those with positive beliefs. So we speak out the negative. That way we can acknowledge that it's there. It's not stuck in our brains. Because otherwise it's just kind of like floating around in our brains and we never get it out. But instead, if we talk it out, if we release it out, we can replace it with positive beliefs instantly. And you should instantly feel your energy shift. If you are connected to what you're saying, if you're feeling into it, you should feel your energy shift. Just like getting acupuncture, but like without the needles, okay? So we are going to begin on the karate chop point, which is the side of the hand. And we're just gonna start tapping there really lightly. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. Fear has stopped me from going after so many things in my life. I feel really paralyzed by fear most of the time, actually. I get so frustrated with myself, and I beat myself up about it. But then I repeat the same pattern over and over again. When will it be enough? When will I stop allowing fear to rule my life? I know that I'm capable of experiencing a magical life. A life full of adventures and risks and unforgettable moments. But if I hold on to this fear, I will never experience that life. Instead, I will just be one of those people on my deathbed who wishes they would have just released the fear. That's not how I want this beautiful life to end for me. Instead, I will be one of those people on my deathbed wishing that I'd just released the fear and went for the things that I always wanted. And that is not how I want this life to end for me, this one shot that I have. I want to look back on my life and see all of the amazing chances that I took. I want to be so proud that I felt the fear and I did the thing anyway. The only person that has any control of how my life goes is me. I get to decide. All right, amazing job, my loves. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. So we just tapped through a lot of negative and limiting beliefs. Go ahead and take a big drink of water, and we are going to get started right on the top of the head. My fear has run the show in my life for too long. And I have a pretty good idea why that is. I grew up with so many people around me preaching fear. Be fearful of the clothes that you wear, the way that you act, the boys, the friends that you keep. Be fearful of not making the sports team, getting a B on a test, being unpopular at school. That fear was put in place so that other people could benefit from my fear. It was never for my best interest, even if it was intended that way. And what did that do to me? It made me scared of life. And don't get me wrong, we need fear to survive. To run away from someone or something if we are in danger. To not walk out in front of moving cars or get too close to the edge of a cliff. To turn up the dial on our instincts and our senses when needed. But I have been living in fear overdrive. And this fear just doesn't serve me anymore. Even though it kind of feels like a security blanket at this point. Keeping me warm and cozy out of harm's way. But I didn't come to this planet just to be cozy. I didn't come to this planet to let my family and the news scare me out of living this big, beautiful life. A life that not only serves me, but serves those around me with my unique gifts. I understand that failure is an option. Quite frankly, it's necessary to the process. Without failure, life would be too easy. We would get bored. We would reach our goal or our destination and think, is that all? Any successful human will tell you that they failed multiple times before achieving their wildest dreams. And most of the time, they are so grateful for those lessons and hardships. The failures build resilience and strength. Embarrassment is temporary. Feeling silly is temporary. Allowing others' perception of me to hold me back and keep me stuck in fear. I'm over it. The only person I'm guaranteed to end this life with is myself. And she deserves to play full out. Not have her life dictated by the fears and the projections of others. I know that I can't control what my future looks like exactly. And the unknowns scare the shit out of me. But I have to let go of this need to control. I have to know that my future is going to unfold in divine timing. That the things that I want, the goals that I have, I can and I will achieve them. I just have to trust myself and the universe. And I have to be okay with the fact that I have no clue how this is all going to play out. And that's okay. Because whatever happens in the future is going to be even more magical than I could ever imagine. I cannot even create in my mind what the universe has in store for me. If I just let go, if I just trust, and if I believe wholeheartedly that I'm capable of anything and everything that I want. But I have to stop playing small. I have to stop fearing my own potential like a ghost at Halloween. And when that happens, it will all start coming. The money, the relationships, the manifestations, it will come. Because when the universe sees that I'm in trust and in flow, versus fear. It will know that I'm finally ready to handle the magic and the up levels. So today, I will do the thing that scares me. I will send the email, make the phone call, have the tough conversation, sign up for the course, because I know that I'm taken care of. And everything is going to work out for my highest and greatest good. And so it is. Amazing job, my loves. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good. My loves, I hope you enjoyed this tapping. I know it's a little bit of an intense one. We really get through all the BS and try to get to this place where we're feeling really confident and just ready to take a move on those things that scare us. And there are always going to be things that we are fearful of. There are going to be new challenges, new goals in our life. And every time we take a step to move past that comfort zone, to move past the fear, what's on the other side of that is something we've never experienced before. And even if we make mistakes getting there, or even if we get there and we're like, this wasn't what I was expecting, these are all moments in our life that are leading us to our why, to our greater purpose, to the reason that you're here. And if you're here for wanting to be a burlesque dancer, or you're here to teach women how to embody their sensuality, or if you're just here to be a good parent, like whatever your why is and your purpose is, you can't achieve that if you are staying back from the fear, and if you're playing small and playing it safe and staying cozy. Even though I'm the queen of cozy, I love cozy, I love being cuddled up on the couch in a fuzzy blanket, playing folk music and drinking coffee while reading a good book. Like, I understand how good it feels to be in the coziness, but also there are times where we have to step outside of ourselves and realize that we are made for more than that, yeah? And even though we can have a nice balance of both, this is kind of a moment to step into your masculine energy and to push past those blocks and those limiting beliefs that you have and just do the thing. If you enjoyed this tapping video, please give it a like below and subscribe to the channel. That way that you never miss a class from Studio Slowly Luna. I'm really changing up the content here on YouTube. So of course I'm bringing you all of the heels and burlesque tutorials, but I also am going to be sprinkling in some spirituality, tappings, meditations, chats, how you can really just feel confident on the inside, bring that spiritual, sensual, connected element on the inside, and it will show through in your dancing as well. So also, I have some really exciting new courses coming out for you babes, including a burlesque course and a heels course. So click the link below to be one of the first notified when those go live. I will have them live very, very soon. So you can just put your email on the wait list below and you'll be the first notified when those courses go live. All of my work, all of my dance work has the spirituality aspect sprinkled in. So just know, if you ever interested in taking a heels or burlesque course with me or being part of some of my memberships, I am intertwining spirituality and self-love into everything, because I truly feel like movement, the body, the physical element of the body with the internal aspect, with our inner self, our inner world, those two things are so essential together. Like, we can't be good in one without the other. The mind and body are so intertwined. So that's why in everything that I do, you'll have the physical element as well as the spiritual element. And if you just want more amazing insight, conversations circling around confidence, spirituality, dance, entrepreneurship, so much more, I just started a podcast called Healing the Podcast, and I also have that link below as well. There are so many conversations there with women who inspire me within the industry or outside of the industry. I have dancers, I have pilots, I have women who own their own businesses, people that have been really instrumental to my journey and so many other women's journeys as well in the dance and spirituality space. So definitely click the link below to see all of the episodes that we have so far in Healing the Podcast, and so many more to come. And I love you babes to the moon and back. I will see you in the next video.